Oh no, please tell me we're not going to see this fool in the shower again. Before going to my own room, I enter the bathroom. While washing my hands, my eyes catch the reflection from the mirror above the sink. Oh, you are a dashing character, Hisao. I try to look for the grimness Rin saw in me, but it's just the usual me inside the mirror that stares back. Imagine if something actually happened, like, you know, they waved at you or some shit. That would honestly freak me the hell out. I attempt to tell myself that this is what I've always looked like, but I realize I don't remember what I looked like half a year ago. I can tell Rin's path is going to be something about, like, looking into yourself, looking deep into yourself, and what you truly are, or so, I don't know, something like that. All I know is that it's going to be deep. 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 As we fade to black. Katawa Shoujo. I don't know what's wrong with me today. I really don't. Maybe it's the drugs I'm on. It's probably the drugs I'm on. I wake up all sweaty as if I had run a half marathon in my sleep. Oh, you didn't have a wet dream, did you, bro? Odd. I don't recall sleeping badly. It sends a little pang of worry through me. I wouldn't want to have my heart acting up without being able to notice it, bro. Check your sheets. Check your sheets. Still, apart from this odd exhaustion right after waking up, I'm feeling just fine. I check my sheets and realize I've soiled them. My mouth is like sandpaper and I have nothing to drink, so I have to go all the way to the bathroom to take my meds. On impulse, I decide to take a shower while I'm at it. Don't drink the shower water, it's bad for you. Seriously, it is. While I'm in the shower, I make up my mind that this counts as morning exercise if I properly compensate with a nice half-hour walk after school. Obviously, I wouldn't want to risk possible complications by going running now. Besides, Amy will never know, and I think she's giving up on me in any case. And she gave up on you the first she saw you. Walking could be nice. Anyway, just to get to know the area. Also after you sort of, you know, peeked at her soul. She thinks you're some creep. Oh my god, that Sal, he's such a creep. Like, oh my god. That's not how he talks at all. There's a big forest in the hills behind the school, or I could go down to the convenience store. That sounds like Rape City. Big forest in the hills behind the school. While still dabbing the moisture off my skin, I set out to find my uniform. Who dab dries? Are you kidding me? Dab drying? Like, seriously? How long is that going to take you if you dab dry? If you dab dry, then go and put clothes on. There's still going to be plenty of moisture on your skin. You're just going to get all your clothes wet. I quickly button up my shirt and pull on my pants before going outside. That's a good thing to do. Putting on clothing before going outside. Just FYI, if you weren't too sure. If for the past, I don't know, 16 to 20 years or so of your life, you've, you know, been going outside naked, probably put some clothes on next time. Just a bit of advice. Normally during this time of the year, I'd be eagerly awaiting summer vacation. Having only been at school for a little over a week, I don't really have that kind of feeling. Sorry. I'm still savouring the school life, and considering the sharp and awkward turn my life has taken, I haven't had the time to become preoccupied with getting free of it. Besides, once vacations hit, it'll be a nice surprise for me if I'm not expecting it, especially with the end of term exams looming ahead. At least I don't have any catching up to do with my studies. My diligence has finally paid off. I push myself past the boys gathered in the doorway and flop into my seat. Don't get into a fight, bro. You just pushed me, bro? No, I just want to get into my class. You want to fight, bro? Fucking, oh, yeah, I don't know where I was going with that. I was trying to sound like a jock, but I started to sound like a Maori, yeah. From the corner of my eye, I can see Shizune and Misha pause their unavoidably animated conversation and turn almost simultaneously in my direction. Oh god, here we go. They clearly want something from me. Sex. I can tell from the way Shizune smiles that it's sex. It's too obnoxiously bright to be sincere and too calculated to be spontaneous. It's definitely sex. Good morning. Her greeting is made of 100% cheer and bursting energy. Oh, well, sorry, I should try that again then. Good morning! Oh. Yes, right, we get it. 100% cheer. Morning. I failed to put either of those into my response. You don't look very energetic. No wonder, I don't feel very energetic either. I think I didn't sleep well, but I'm not sure. He slaps me in the back and grins. Cheer up a bit, it's a great day. I catch Shizune's eyes. She has a strange, focused expression on her face, but she furrows her brow a little at direct eye contact and looks away. For a moment, I think that Shizune caught a glimpse of my worries, somehow, and is pondering how to respond. But then she quickly straightens her glasses and with them her expression. ... Anyway, we were wondering if you were still interested in that student council position. Fuck no! Because we're going to make an offer that you can't decline. Oh, trust me, I will decline. Wait, what? I wasn't really interested in the first place. You're putting words in my mouth. ... Not as such, but wouldn't it be nice to hang out with us every day while also being useful to your school? Hell no! Well, to tell you the truth, I kind of joined a club, so it'd actually be sort of hard for me to join the council too. Even if I wanted to, which I don't, as I said. ... Is that so? Which club is it, Hichan? The art club. ... Oh, fuck you! Alright, don't get all shitty at me just because I want to do something else than the student council. Shizune's eyes glint in a sinister way as she scowls at me. With the way she looks, I'll be expecting the art club to lose its funding before lunch break, or the art teacher to mysteriously disappear from the face of the earth. That wouldn't surprise me. Before she manages to comment, the teacher finally enters the classroom. Thank you, Mattel, you saved the day. I mean Batman. Getting Shizune and Misha off my back and sending everyone rummaging in their bags for books and pens. I did join the art club, but the first meeting didn't really boost my confidence. I'm not really sure what I'm doing it for. You're doing it for Rin. I wish I could draw like Rin, but I don't know what I would do if I could. To what end would I use such a skill? I don't really know. Oh, don't bring me this ruled paper. Ignoring the teacher's sleep-inducing voice, I open my notebook to an empty page and press the needle-sharp graphite tip of the pencil onto it. Oh cool, we're gonna do some doodling. I love doodling. What to draw? I can't really think of anything good to draw. Let me just say. The easiest thing to draw, and quite possibly the most popular thing to draw in an empty notebook in schools all around the world, would be a penis. Easiest thing to draw. Ball, dick, ball. Or you can draw the side on. Ball, overlapping ball, dick. Or... oh, that's about the only two I know. I mean, obviously then you can add some veins, you know, a few hairs on the balls, you know, it's quite common to add a bit of splash, you know, coming out the tip. Yeah, I have a lot of practice in drawing dicks. I'm not gay, that's just what people do in school. Who wants to learn when you can draw dicks in an empty notepad? Yeah. And we've started. Right, okay. As I hesitate and raise my hand, a meek black mark left on the previously blank paper seems aggravating. Oops. I can't even seem to get to the starting line, let alone get started. It's almost a physical feeling of being held back. Annoyingly, it reminds me of my failed attempt at jogging with Emmy. A good thing to do if you draw or like to doodle, grab a blank piece of paper and just draw something. Like, you don't even have to have anything in your mind, just put the pen on the paper and draw something. Quite a good way is to start in all four corners, so draw something on each corner and then connect those four corners together in the middle. You'll actually get something pretty cool. I'm just saying, that's what I do at least. And sometimes you can come out with some pretty cool drawings. You don't know what they are, but they look cool. Or at least that's what I do. But I digress. I look out the window in desperation. Right then, a small bird takes flight from one of the cherry trees that grows everywhere on the school grounds. After a very short 5 seconds, I see a hunter shoot the bird down, take it, rip it apart and eat it from the inside. Okay, that's really gross and dark, and wow, that escalated quickly. I can't really see it clearly, and it's not like I could tell one tiny bird from another, but I pick it as my subject anyway. Don't draw a bird. Oh, okay, he's gonna draw a bird. Conjuring up the image of a bird in my mind's eye, I turn my gaze back to the notebook and deliberately draw a thick line across the paper to get started. It seems to be mocking me as I can't follow up right away. Still, it's a start. Getting started is good. Alright, this is going to be a rather large bird, I can see. I slowly sketch the picture on the notebook page, the image in my brain becoming clearer as the drawing takes shape. It's really nothing, just the nameless nothing bird on paper. But that's not important. Wow, that's a rather cool looking, it's not a foot, it's called something else, isn't it? My hesitation fades into the background along with the teacher's voice as I continue my struggle. The feathers form a simple pattern in my mind, but it's on paper it's a mess of too many rough lines, and despite my efforts. Wow, okay, now that's starting to look like a phoenix or something with its wings spread out like that. I realise that I don't really know what a bird's wing should look like, even if I try to think about it. I even put the pencil down and closed my eyes for a moment, trying to trace the shape of a wing in my mind. Being this serious about it all of a sudden makes me feel a little frustrated. Art class in middle school was the easy class and between exhausting subjects like math or Japanese. But there's this other side to art, the one that you see when you don't just fool around. The head is always the hardest part, and I always mess it up, but you managed to do pretty well, I have to say. Okay, that went from looking like it was going to be a huge bird to just like a small bird. It's almost like a completely different thing. Hachan? I look up to see two girls staring back at me. Misha and Shizune have carried their chairs to my desk and are now standing by my sides, looking at my drawing. How long have you two been there? I think you need more practice. Oh, fuck you, I thought it was a relatively good drawing. Shizune draws a few sharp signs in the air between herself and Misha. Chichan agrees. Rin said the exact same thing yesterday, but why did it sound less condescending? You shouldn't judge before I'm finished. Besides, don't you know it's bad luck to see an unfinished piece of work? Misha cracks in exuberant laughter. What? Don't be silly. There's no way that can be true. Whatever. Happy generic music. I mean generic happy music. Shizune's eyebrows furrow dangerously and the movements of her hands become abrupt like the slashing of a knife. ... You should learn to take constructive criticism better. I would if you'd actually offer some. Oh! Ooh, hey, Shizune, I've got this book back in the library. I could go and get you it if you like. It's called How to Treat a Burn. I know I'm getting too defensive and that Shizune is taking advantage of it, but I can't help it. What are you two doing here anyway? ... Misha wags her finger admonishingly at my nose. Tisk tisk, Ka-chan. Were you not listening to the teacher at all? Oh, we're going in groups, aren't we? ... Yep, we have a group assignment now. I nod bleakly and let them take the lead. Go for it. So what do you think of the lesson for today? Not much of anything, I didn't listen to a word of it. Misha slaps her forehead and shakes her head theatrically. Maybe you should slap your forehead more. What are we going to do with you, Hichan? That usually sounds like the starting line to a porno. What are we going to do with you, Hichan? You naughty boy. Luckily, Shizune and Misha together are more effective than 3 or 4 normal people, so I can mostly slack on the assignment. I try my best to offer at least some assistance, but I end up being mostly useless. Story of my life. The teacher keeps us in class 5 minutes past the lunch bell, but eventually lets us off the hook. I quickly stuff my books into my bag while Shizune and Misha carry their chairs back to their own seats. The failure of a bird drawing ends up crumpled and stuffed in my pocket as I hurry outside. I thought it was good. Why does everyone think it was bad? Clearly I don't have an eye for art. Katawa Shoujo. After that morning class and throughout the week, I keep bumping into Rin. Hello. This is somewhat natural, as our classrooms are adjacent, but rather than just cross paths in the hallway like people regularly do, we seem to pause at the sight of each other. We invariably end up talking a little bit, or just silently hanging out together. I think I'm getting used to being quiet in Rin's company, as it doesn't feel as awkward anymore. I am by nature somewhat introverted like her, so we fit together well. I think it's actually an anomaly for someone in this school to be so quiet. Most people here seem to love socializing. It's something that I've noticed already, even though I haven't been here very long. People here talk a lot, and they talk all the time. It's a rare case when I see someone sitting alone, just spacing out away. Obviously there are people like that here too, that Hanako girl and myself, just to name 2 from my own class, but overall, they are a minority. At any rate, I wouldn't exactly call what Rin and I do socializing either, but it's something, at least. These occurrences themselves don't bother me, but the fact that they happen it all does. I'd hesitate to say that we are drawn together by something. But we certainly act as if we were. However, the sense of a budding friendship is completely wrecked every time Rin opens her mouth. Can I listen to your heartbeat? Oh! Sorry. Can I listen to your heartbeat? Go for it! This is going to be kind of awkward, but you know, since we're in the hallway and everybody's just sort of around us, you can go for it. Just put your head on my chest and yep. This is going to be weird. She says this or something else about is outrageous, and I have to fend off whatever nonsense her mind has cooked up during the preceding class of a subject that she is not interested in. It seems Rin has taken a shine to my heartbeat. Some kind of an extension of her interest in the odd disabilities that people have here, and the consequences of said afflictions. Sorry. As I stand in front of her for a second too long, looking as flummoxed as I am, she concludes it necessary to further clarify her request. I know I can, but I mean, why? Do I need a reason? I'm usually pretty bad with reasons. That's true. Not per se, but if you want to do it, you probably do have a reason. It's kind of clever. Clever. That's kind of clever. That's kind of, oh my god, that's kind of clever. Not me saying that sentence, but, you know, you are smarter than you look. Also, I'd rather you know. I think these things should be private. Okay. Now she's going to take you to her room. Want to listen to your heart, and, you know, things are going to go on from there. you something about it if it amuses you. I'm pretty sure it will. My heartbeat does sound very weird because of the, you know, condition. And I hear it all the time. So you're paranoid. It's not a question, it's a statement. No, I'm not paranoid. The doctors said that abnormal attention to heartbeat is a common symptom of my condition. So for you, it's normal to be paranoid. It's not a question either. One could also say that me being like this in the first place isn't normal either, but what the heck. Paranoia fits me fine. I don't think it's something that actually can fit anyone anywhere. You know, I ate an orange today for breakfast. That's a fantastic little piece of information, Rick. Thank you for telling me that. How was it? I'm vaguely proud of myself, managing to keep up with Rick's sudden change of topic. Oh man. Excellent. I don't remember when I last ate an orange, because it's annoying to peel one. It's on the list of things I want to learn from you. How come you ate one then? Amy had some, so she peeled one for me. Good for you. Brings gestures her back and yawns and says nothing further. She throws me a glance from the corner of her eye while she watches people pass by, but I couldn't say why. I realise though that this is the first time I've talked naturally about my condition with anyone in a way. A group of boys walk past us to Rin's classroom, but she doesn't pay them any mind. They pay none to her either. My mind wanders off, spurred by the silence. Maybe I should have let her listen to my heart. It's not like it matters. Nothing really matters that much at the end of the day. I start feeling depressed for no reason again. It's like a tidal wave out of nowhere rolling over my consciousness, submerging me underwater. I feel a sigh coming out of my mouth, and I turn away from Rin, pretending to read a poster on the wall. It's an advertisement for the school festival, promoting an event almost a week past, so you weren't pretending, you were actually reading the advertisement on the wall. The difference between me and Rin is that she's a girl and I'm a boy. That's about it. I'll be more likely than not dead before turning 30, while she can't eat oranges without help. That's the only difference between you and Rin. Oh, okay, right. I can't decide which one of us is worse off. Oh god, what happened? Oh, okay. I try to grasp the passing of time, but it seems hard. I'm still used to the rhythm of the hospital, where trivialities such as the day of the week or the time of day didn't really matter. Everything was the same, no matter what. Rediscovering the significance of time is an oddly disorienting experience, and I find myself enjoying the fact that I can categorize events in this fashion. It's a nice watch. The relevancy of a ticking clock is surprisingly delightful, and I decide to start wearing an analog wristwatch, something I didn't used to do before. When I finally ask Rin on Thursday about something that's been bothering me for the entire week, it's already lunchtime. The time is somewhere between 11:06 and 11:07, and my watch doesn't have a hand to show seconds. I take that back, that's a really shitty watch. It's the old-fashioned kind with a black leather strap and titanium casing. It doesn't look flashy, but a wristwatch doesn't need to. Hey, remember that sketch you made of me? How you said I looked grim and gloomy or something? I'd like to know what you mean by that. She gives me a weird look and tilts her head a few degrees to the left, but doesn't say anything for a while. Well, you see, we've known each other for 2 weeks and I haven't seen you smile even once. Wow. You know what? She's got a point. I've seen her smile. I've seen her smile a couple of times. But us, on the other hand, we haven't smiled. Her striking observation gives me a pause. Have I stopped smiling? I have to take what she says as truth. She has no reason to lie. Something about the way she puts it annoys me. I frown at Fran, then try to correct my expression to look less depressed. I haven't been in the cheeriest of moods during the past few months or so. This is true. Does it show so much that someone like Rin can tell after so little contact with me? Should I try to smile more at Rin? Maybe she could appreciate it, having such a neutral face herself almost all the time. At least she smiled. Have I really stopped smiling? I see. Should I smile more? That could be a good start. I don't mind either way. Be as you are, you can't help being Hisao anyway. But it bothers you? I just noticed it, that's all. Oh, Emmy's here. Emmy skips along the hallway. Emmy, I was enjoying talking to Rin on my own. You should come in. Jumps to a sharp stop when she reaches us and lightly pats Rin's shoulder. Ready for lunch? Depends on what lunch is today. Oh, what lunch is today? Remember that stew from lunch? Never again, though. Let's go anyway, I'm starving. As they are about to depart, Emmy turns from her friend to me, seemingly as an afterthought, and smiles charmingly. I believe I'm losing my voice. By the way, Hisao. Her tone is way too sweet and soft to be sincere. I can sense the trap about to be sprung upon me by this miniature health devil. I know what she's about to say even before she continues, because I've been trying to avoid her all week. I still haven't seen you at the track this entire week. Maybe I've been there when you haven't. It's impossible. I'm there all the time. But you sleep and go to class? I do those at the same time as you do. Yeah, I know. I just haven't been able to pick myself up. Don't rat me out to the nurse, okay? Running just isn't my thing. I haven't come up with a good alternative. Why don't you come to the track meet this weekend? Maybe you'll get inspired. Track meet? Yeah, people from a few other schools come here for some friendly track and field action. It's on Sunday afternoon. I can't think of any reason not to go. Sure, I'll come and cheer for you. Guess you'll be running? Of course, you'll get to see me beat them all. But by now, if I don't get something to eat, I'll die. Okay, see you later. Bye, Rin. I promise I'll smile next time. I call after her as a bit of an afterthought. Afterward, I feel embarrassed about it and wonder why I said anything at all. Yep. I'm losing my voice. Alright, I'm going to call it there because I can't really talk much longer. As you can hear, I have almost completely lost my voice. But, yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you next part. Bye.